Yeah, we are on live now, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
जय राधव माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
यमुनतीरावनचारी
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
यमुनतीरावनचारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
यमुनतीरावनचारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha
Gokulananda
Nanda Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Sri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram
Jaya Sita Ram
Lakshmana Hanuman. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Jaya Sorry, Gayatri. Mataji, can you please repeat once again, please? Sorry.
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Rama Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Rama Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Sita Rama Lakshmana Hanuman.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Srila Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Sri
Gurudev
Gurudev,
Jaya Srila Gurudev.
Jaya Srila Gurudev.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaurava Hari Bol,
Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Hari Gaura Bol.
Nittai
Nitai
Gaura Premanande.
Gaura Hari Bol. Thank you so much
Hari
for listening.
Bol.
Hari Bol. Oh,
Thank you,
sorry.
Mataji. You did
Thank
so.
you much. I
You
am
did
no.
so.
First part is good, Mataji. Last part was not good. I am not happy.
No, Mataji, you did so well. First time, even I was struggling. I wasn't. Once you know, you will get to know. First time, you did so beautifully, Mataji.
Thank you
Hari
so
bol.
much, Mata. Please, Mataji, can you please share complete this song, please? I'll learn.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
All sessions are live recording. They are live streaming now. So you can see the YouTube video as well later on.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Any text, Prabhuji, for this last, this line, this complete text song? No.
this one, it is the Hare Nam Kirtana, and then
Hare-
we say Hare
Oh,
Krishna just Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At the end of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we glorify Shri Radha Gokulananda, the deities in the Bhaktivedanta Mana temple, and Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman. They are also deities. And then glorify Gauri Nitai and then Srila Prabhupada.
okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mataji. Very nice, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you for the giving opportunity, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so now we got RadhaSevika Mataji. We have been waiting for RadhaSevika Mataji. Mataji has come. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, pranams everyone. How are you all?
All well, thank you, Mataji. How are you,
Hare.
Mataji?
So what I was thinking of discussing today is on the topic of Sharnagati and surrender.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I was just wondering if someone would say any number between 1 and 18. So if someone could just, any number between 1 and 18.
We give a chance to Lalita Mataji.
Yep, so Lalita Mataji, if you can pick any number between 1 and 18.
For reading, Mataji.
Obviously I'm just gonna randomly pick a verse from Bhagavadgita.
Okay.
And yeah, so any number between 1 and 18.
It's 5.
5, okay, 5. And then let me just see how many. I think there's about, just 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mataji.
Mataji, are you sharing your screen, Mataji?
And then no, I'm not going to be sharing a screen. I'm going to be talking as I'm driving.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not even home yet.
Okay.
So from 5, if you could pick a number between 1 and same Mataji, if you can pick a number between 1 and 29.
1 and 29. 18, Mataji.
18, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Karma Yoga.
yeah. So basically the verse is, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater, which is an outcast. So the purport of that is, a Krishna conscious person does not make any distinction between species or castes. The Brahmana and the outcast may be different from the social point of view, or a dog, a cow, and an elephant may be different from the point of view of species, but these differences of body are meaningless from the viewpoint of a learned transcendentalist. This is due to their relationship to the Supreme, for the Supreme Lord, by his plenary portion as Paramatma, is present in everyone's heart. Such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge. As far as the bodies are concerned, in different castes or different species of life, the Lord is equally kind to everyone because he treats every living being as a friend, yet maintains himself as Paramatma regardless of the circumstances of the living entities. The Lord as Paramatma is present both in the outcast and in the Brahmana. Although the body of a Brahmana and that of an outcast are not the same, the bodies are material production of different modes of material nature. But the soul and the super soul within the body are of the same spiritual quality. The super soul within the body are of the same spiritual quality. The similarity is the quality of the soul and the super soul. However, does not make them equal in quantity, for the individual soul is present only in that particular body, whereas the Paramatma is present in each and every body. A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of this, and therefore he is equally learned and has equal vision. The similar characteristics of the soul and super soul are that they are both conscious, eternal, and blissful. But the difference is that the individual soul is conscious within the limited jurisdiction of the body, whereas the super soul is conscious of all bodies. The super soul is present in all bodies without distinction. So the Sanskrit to that is Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Go Gavi Hastini Suri Jaiva Svapakecha Pandita Samadarsina. So I'll just repeat that. Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Svapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavihastini Suni Chaiva Samadarsina Veda Vihastini Suni Jaiva. Okay, so surrender onto that beautiful Lord. So maybe for just a moment, if we can, everybody can just take a turn at reading the Sanskrit, that would be great. So if everybody can just take it in turn.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
From so in the following order. Right. So can everyone take it in turn?
Yes, Mataji.
Shall I go?
Yes, please, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Yes. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Suni Chaiva Supake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next person.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Should I go, Mataji?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, Mataji. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And Prabhu?
Is it okay for me to go, Mataji?
Yes, please. Thank you. Sorry, I just can't see everybody's names on my phone.
No problem. Hare Krishna. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Suni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshina.
Just give it them this to give it to feed them. Later you give them some, yeah?
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
You put it in there.
So Gayatri Mataji, have you read?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji, I did. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can I go, Mataji?
Yes, please. Thank you, Prabhu.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Panditaha Samadarshinaha.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. So has everyone had a go at reading?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so as we go into this chapter, this is nicely written when we're talking about karma yoga, and it's before we get into dhyana yoga, but it's before, like, by this time, Krishna has slightly spoken about the transcendental, his transcendental nature in chapter 4. So as we're moving along, this is a chapter where we're just learning more and more about how the Lord is manifest within somebody. Here we hear that Lord is saying that, you know, a sage, someone who is great, will see that there is the same spark of the Paramatma in each and every single living entity. So whether he's talking about a cow, a brahmana, a dog or a dog eater, he's saying that each of those things has that spark within them, and they will see that they are equal, and they will not see any difference between them. So now, does that mean that if there was a tiger was in front of us, or if we were surrounded by lots of holy people, you know, which one would we go to? Naturally, if we walked up to the tiger's gonna probably bite us, or so we need to still be able to discriminate. However, it's because of the covering of that. So say, for example, a dog eater, so even if we think of, like, you know, people that are meat eaters, it's not that they don't have that spark, but it's covered. So does that mean, so even though a brahmana will see a sage, a great sage will see everybody, someone that, you know, has education, is kind. So sometimes when we go to like places like India, you know, there's all these prayers that are going on for everybody, and you know, all these great souls that are they're worshipping, they're worshipping the Lord, and they're also praying for the betterment. Like if we think about all our, like even in just Sanatana Dharma, if we think about all our prayers that, you know, that happen in temples, they're for the betterment of all living entities. Even like some of the more like basic ones that we hear, like everybody, you know, we pray for everybody's happiness, we pray for everybody's peace. They're always prayers of that nature, because these people have realized that everybody does have the same spark within them, and everybody does deserve to have that, at least that opportunity to get closer to Krishna. So and they're very gentle. So normally brahmanas, you will see that they will do prayers for anyone. You will notice that when pious people come into certain places, they will do yagyas, and all these yagyas, all these things, they benefit vast amounts of people. So even if we think like places like America, before, where Red Indians used to live, you know, before they were like harassed, they were doing good things for that land. They were doing pious activities because they understood, they had that gentleness in character to understand that everybody deserves to be able to at least at some point get that ability to understand that they are also part and parcel of God. So these people are very, very saintly, that they can understand that, they can truly understand that every single entity has Krishna inside them, and therefore they're very kind, they're very gentle to them. However, saying that doesn't mean that we have to be able to discriminate. The fact that, you know, our mind even will say, okay, we treat everybody the same, but there still needs to be some discrimination, because if we didn't discriminate, we can't you know, we can't treat a tiger the same as like we would a human being, because the tiger is going to behave in a different way. It's conditioned by a different nature. So even though it does have the Supreme Lord, but then we see, like, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he used to dance with the animals, because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he can attract all those the animals also knew he was God. So their consciousness was different at that time. They would walk with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they would dance with him, especially along the Jalangi. And in this respect, there wasn't a distinction that they were like more kind of wild animals, but they were just connected to the Lord. And I think that proves that every entity has the Lord in them. Even when we talk about Jagai Madai, eventually even they came to the platform of understanding that they were part and parcel of Krishna, and they could relate to Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when but for this, the normal kind of people, we have to still be able to discriminate against material bodies. However, like it says in the purport, the spiritual part is the same as the super soul. So we are the same as Krishna in quality. So we're like the drop in the ocean, or we're like the ray of the sun. So in quality we are similar, but in quantity he's obviously vast, much big. So if we're the drop, he's the ocean. If we're the sun rays, he's the sun. And the soul accompanies us throughout our lifetimes, and is part of us. And as our soul continues to progress through its lifetimes, and hopefully, like, we are in a good position where we're given this knowledge, and we're able to understand like a little bit of what we're meant to do, and it gives us an opportunity to keep cultivating this this Krishna consciousness, keep purifying our soul. And how do we do that? So obviously in this age of Kali, we know that it's through chanting of the holy name. And I was just having a discussion with someone, and because I was saying that I need to speak about something, and then they just advised me. They said, and I feel like Krishna divinely intervenes in certain things that talk about surrender. So how do we surrender? How do we know we love Krishna? How do we, all these things, like Krishna wants love from us. This is what we're continuously told, that as the Jivatma, which is it can go, it's marginal energy, it can go between the spiritual, or it can go into the material. How do we know what makes us keep picking the spiritual side, and kind of how do we slowly start moving away from material things that naturally attract us? Because we're in the middle, we have the free will to go between spiritual energy and material energy. So what are some of the conditions that mean that we are moving away from material and into the more kind of spiritual? And initially we have to chant, we have to have some faith to chant the holy name of the Lord. And I know in this group of people, everybody's been chanting, and it's a group of people that are already doing the practice. But through that chanting, something happens when the purity, and we move more towards Shuddh Bhakti and Shuddh chanting, and the contamination becomes less and less. And how do we know that our devotional practices are working? And then the lady I was asking, she said, it's because we know when we are being engaged in service, and our life is moving more towards service than it is towards sense gratification. So the fact that all of us are here now means that our soul has pulled us here, and it's moving. So our chanting or our bhakti is working, that love is developing. So even if we don't, sometimes we think, oh, have I got love? Or, you know, how do I know I've got love? Etc. The fact that we are engaged in service, and the more service we get engaged in, and the more we get pulled towards the spiritual, the more spiritual activity we do, we can assume that the process is working, because we're being pulled away from the material nature. We're being pulled away from sense gratification. We're being pulled away from, I don't know, mode of ignorance, mode of passion, mode of even goodness, and we're moving into talking about Krishna. So the power of the holy name is working if we are becoming more and more pulled towards engagement in devotional service, as opposed to those activities, because all of us could be doing something else at this moment. So if we're getting pulled towards this, then that means the devotional service that we're doing towards Krishna, the chanting that we're doing for Krishna, is working. Now, how, like, obviously through books we hear about the different bhavas that, you know, the different relationships that we can have and establish with Krishna that help us to actually achieve a relationship with him, a sambandha, a relationship with him. So that could be through like a parental relationship, a conjugal relationship, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So Vatsalya being the parental, Madhurya Rasa being the conjugal, Shanta Rasa, the neutral rasa, Shanta, Madhurya, Vatsalya, just trying to think of the others. So the one that Lord Balram is in, like in as his big brother, that kind of ras with like his friends, like the Gopas, and like a neutral ras, Shanta. So it could be like in the spiritual world, like a very peaceful kind of rasa. So we need to develop some sort of relationship with Krishna. And like sometimes when I'm recently speaking to people that are especially been in devotional life for a long time, and they're really practicing, and not just Brajvasis, but just other devotees now as well, like most of them are saying, like, we should have some relationship like that we understand with the Lord, and we should be able to converse with him. We have to be able to associate with him in that relationship. So if it's, say, for example, a conjugal, it will be in a loving relationship. If it's Vatsalya, it will be in a parental. So people that have, like, they will treat Krishna as their little son. Or if it's in like, say, the mood of the Gopas, it will be in like a friendship mood. Or if it's in Santa Ras, it will be like a neutral relationship. But because Krishna is there, we must talk to him. And like this verse clearly says, that he's, you know, the soul is, the super soul is our soul needs the super soul to connect with, and we do that through these rasas, through developing a loving relationship with him in these bhavas, and then we intensify that bhav. So we follow in the footsteps of the Vrajvasis, or at least most of all, for most of us, at the most, we follow the instructions of our Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. But it's really important that we have that personal relationship with Krishna, because he's in everybody's heart. And when we see that Krishna is in everybody's heart, then we understand that there's no enmity amongst anyone. It's really difficult to think of the, you know, your worst enemy. Like even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, whose appearance date was yesterday, he said that, you know, if you can pray for the good of your enemy, basically you've made it in spiritual life, because that's the hardest person that you're going to have to pray for, or you're going to have to think good of. So if you can think that good of your enemy, then realistically you've understood this verse, because even if it's your enemy, you understand that Krishna is still within them, and they're still, whatever the situation might be in front of you, that even if that person doesn't know they have Krishna inside them, they have Krishna inside them, because we're completely being told that the Paramatma is in every single living entity. And like this humble sage, he can understand that, and he understands that all these things have the same thing within them. So therefore we all come from the same source, and we can understand Krishna in that way. But it's mainly it's about this relationship through this chanting of the holy name, through really, really developing our love for Krishna, and at whichever stage we're at, it is to keep that full faith that, one time the anarthas will go away, one time our mind will be completely fixed on Krishna, and all we'll think about is Krishna. And then we get ruchi, and we understand that there's nothing more loving and beneficial than to be in the sangha of like devotees who understand Krishna, to converse about Krishna, to talk about him, to discuss him, because that's where all joy comes from. And we completely understand that he is the source of everything, and the fact that we're his part and parcel. So we can say that, someone might ask, okay, so why is it that Krishna gets all this glory, and why should he be God? But it's because through loving Krishna we get more. So Krishna doesn't even understand himself how it feels to love him, or for someone how they feel, and therefore he comes down as Gauranga Mahaprabhu to understand his topmost devotee and her feelings for him. In that same way, there is a place for everybody. We're all part and parcel of Krishna. So every single person has, every single soul, every single Atma has a relationship with Krishna. And Krishna is so kind that he wants a relationship with each and every single one of us. Now, how can we even understand that? Or how can we even, you have one, even if you think about it as a person, you have a person, they might have one relationship with one person, a mother, a father, maybe some siblings, co-workers, just some friends. And that's all their relationships. But Krishna, and then sometimes those relationships might even break. But with Krishna, he's waiting for our relationship. He's waiting for us just to turn to him. How much do we turn to him? How much do we involve him in our day-to-day life? How much do we talk to him? How much do we engage with him? How much do we actually believe every single thing that we are being told? How much, do we just talk about Krishna, and is he just somebody that, yes, he's God, and etc.? Or do we really, really want to build that relationship with him? Do we really want to talk to him? If we have problems, who do we go and tell? Is it, how do we deal with these problems? Do we share them with him? Because he's a person, and we must understand that. And we have to keep treating Krishna as a person, not just as some god or someone we talk about or someone we've been told to discuss, or he's actually a person. So Srila Prabhupada was constantly he was communing with Krishna all the time. He could speak to Krishna, and that same Krishna is available for each and every single one of us. And Krishna is so kind. He's, like in the rasa dance, he's there for every single gopi in the rasa dance. It's the same. Like Krishna is there for each and every single one of us. He's there to guide us through this life. He comes with us life after life. How many mothers have we had? How many fathers have we had? How many grandparents or siblings or lovers or spouses have we had throughout the lifetimes? We don't know. But Krishna is the only one that's really our relative, because he comes with us life after life, seeking this, when is he going to look at me? So we all have, maybe we have experience of loving someone and they don't reciprocate that love. And Krishna is the same, like he's just waiting. When are we going to turn to him? And he's just waiting, and he's so patient. And he's just waiting. When are we going to turn to him? How much are we including him in our life? So yes, like we might be cooking for him. Yes, we might, but are we being personal with him? He's, what are we doing with him that makes, we can say, okay, we're doing service for him. Are we talking to him? Is our service personal? Are we understanding what it is that he wants? Where is the reciprocation? And these are all the questions that we have to ask ourselves in relation to, are we developing? Are we, how much are we moving forward with our Krishna consciousness, and how deep is it going? How deeper is it getting? Because this is it with spiritual life. There's never an end. It's ever evolving. It's always constant. It's always changing. It's always new. It's always more and more beautiful. With material things, it might be exciting today, but tomorrow it will lose its glory. But with Krishna consciousness, it never loses its glory. It just keeps increasing. So how much are we part of that? How much do we feel that? How much do we understand that Lord is always there with us, each and every single one of us? He knows, he wakes us up, he puts us to sleep, he gets us up the next morning, he makes sure we can breathe, he makes sure we've got food, he makes sure we've got the intelligence to do our, whatever we need to do. He helps us to understand him. He gives us, association if we're very, very fortunate. And if not, he gives us all these amazing things in life to be like so grateful for. But how much do we have a personal relationship with the Lord? And I'm just going to leave it with that question. How much do we have a personal relationship with the Lord? Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, for kindly explaining this one, this shloka. Dear devotees, do you have any questions?
May I ask one question, Prabhu?
Yes.
So, Mataji, absolutely, you are such a nice class and you explain so very well. But what I was thinking is that maybe as we are, yes, trying to form a relationship with Krishna, I think all the devotees, we are trying to do that. We try to have conversation with him, but then we get also pulled in the material direction, um, where we are doing things for material gain.
Yeah.
And
That's a
then,
really
sorry,
good.
go
Carry
ahead,
on.
please. Go ahead.
No, please carry on.
Then, we are constantly in that phase of turmoil, or constantly in that phase of push and pull,
Yeah.
whereby we are trying to this thing, but then again we are getting pulled in the material direction, and again after some time we are thinking that gosh, what are we doing? So I do not know whether it's me or whether the other devotees also feel like that, but I just wanted to see what are your thoughts on that.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to share anything about that? Does anyone else have the similar kind of take?
I think even I also feel the same, Mataji, because sometimes we do say, okay,
Mother, I'm in the car, yeah? Yeah, sorry.
sorry, Mataji, are you able
Sorry,
to hear me?
yes, carry on. Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Even at times, I do feel the same, Mataji, because we always read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and also we always wanted to say, okay, yeah, do your duty without expecting the results. But mostly, okay, when we are doing some
project or anything, when children are giving the exams, we do want them, okay, to get the best out of best grades. And also, okay, whenever the project we are doing, we wanted the best outcome.
Yeah.
So even if we wanted to stay detached without expecting anything due to this material world impact, always we do think, okay, yes, okay, am I doing right, or something like that. I think whatever Prabhuji is asked is absolutely right. But how to get rid of that, Matas? It is very hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's natural, isn't it? Because we all want to do well. And I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that, but I think it's the intention that we do it with, because everything is coming from him. So even that intelligence, the fact that yes, we want to do well, so we are using, to a certain degree, we're using his energy, because it is essentially, if we want someone to do well, we'll pray for them, which is natural. Um, so we're using that kind of energy for those kind of material things, and then when eventually what will happen, this is what I think, I don't know if this is right, but eventually what will happen is Krishna will give us all those things, because he easily gives the material things, but he won't easily give love. He will easily give those things which are uh, he easily will give material, only to the point, to the point we need it, um not he won't give us, like, not like, you've seen a lot of, we hear like a lot of devotees pray to Lord Shiva, and then they quickly get the thing they want, or whatever, the material gain that they're looking for, they'll get it quite quickly. Whereas with Lord Krishna, yes, if one of the easier things that he does give is material benedictions, because the last thing he wants to give us is love, because he wants to understand that we want love, we don't want just those other things. But at the same time, if we're going to ask Lord for something, we still ask him. No, I've got some. Sorry, mother, just give me one moment. No,
Yeah, offer something to Jagannath every day.
I've got something to.
Okay, fruits or so. If you make some halwa or something,
Yeah, no, I'll make him some. Yeah.
I put some things in here
Yeah.
for you to put around them, like,
Okay,
you
brilliant.
know, when they're seated,
Yeah.
and some little cloths and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Rajlakshmi Mataji, for nice questions. You have asked all these questions. So here, when you worship Krishna, Krishna demands, whereas if you worship someone else, like a different demigods, they will give. Here, Krishna demands. Of course, here, if you look at this kirtan, it is Bellu Mangal Thakur's kirtan. So what Krishna does? Krishna steals your wealth, Krishna steals your honor, Krishna steals your senses, Krishna steals your life, and Krishna steals your everything. So this is very beautifully sung within. And also see, Krishna turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering, homeless beggar. Allah, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard of in all the three worlds. Mere utterance of his name purges one of mountains of sins. Such an astonishingly wonderful thief I have never seen or heard of anywhere. This is a very beautiful kirtan, comes from Belu Mangal Thakur's. Vraje Praseddam Navanita Choram. Have you heard about this kirtan, Mataji, before?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. Who has got idea of this kirtan?
I've I've heard this, Prabhu. I'm aware of this one.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Would you like to sing, Prabhuji, in a little melody?
Prabhu, I've never practiced this one, but I'll try. So forgive me for this thing. This is the first time I'll try it. I do not know. Maybe Gayatri Mataji, do you know this one? Then I can follow you also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I don't know, Prabhuji, this one. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Do we try
I
to do it
wanted.
together, Mataji? Do
I
you?
will follow you, Prabhuji.
I
I
was
get another.
okay, no problem. I was
Yeah,
trying to. Okay.
sure. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Braje prasiddham navanita choram gopan gananam sadhu kala choram aneka janmarjita papa choram chora grayaganyam purusham namami.
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचोरं गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकूलचोरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचोरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि
Radhikaya Hridaya Shachoram Navam Buddhashamalakanti Choram Padashritanam Sa Samasta Choram Chora Grayaganyam Purusham Namami.
श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चौरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचौरं पादाश्रितानां च समस्तचौरं चौराङ्ग्रगण्यां पुरुषं नमामि
Akinchanikritta padasritam ihaha karoti bhikshum patijeha hinam kenapi ahobi shana churadrik drishta srutava na jagat traepi.
अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं यः करोति भिक्षुं पतिगेहहीनं केनाप्यहो भीषणचौरैद्रिग् दृष्टा श्रुतो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि
Yadiyanamapi harati asesam giri prasaranan api paparashin ascharjarupo nanuchora idrik drishta srutova namaya kadapi.
यादीयं नामापि हरत्यशेषां गिरिप्रसारान् अपि पापराशिन् आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चौरयिदृग् दृष्टा श्रुतो वा न मया कदापि
ध्यानं समानं सतथेन्द्रियाणि प्राणां सहृत्ता मम सर्वम् एव पलाशेकुर्तो धृतो दयाचोर त्वां भक्तिदं नाशि मया निरुद्धाः
धनं जन्मां मानं च ततेन्द्रियाणि प्राणांश्च हृत्वा मम सर्वमेव पालयसे कृता धृतोऽध्याचोर त्वं भक्तिदाम्नासि मया निरुद्धः
चिन्ताश्रिघोरां यमपाशबन्धं भीनास्ति भीमां भवपाशबन्धं चिन्तश्री सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम्
चिन्तास्ति घोरं यमपाशबन्धं भिन्नास्ति भीमं भवपाशबन्धं चिन्तास्ति सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम्
मान्मनाशे तमसा रसिघोरे करगृहे दुःखमाये निबद्धः लभाश्वये चोरहरचिरया स्वचोरदोषो चितमेव दण्डम्
मन्मानसे तामसराशिघोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबद्धः लभस्वहे चौरहरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषि दोष दोषोचितमेव दण्डम्
कारागृहे वास सदरीदयमादीय मद्भक्तिपाशा दृढबन्धनान्निश्चलाशन् त्वं कृष्ण हे प्रलयाकोटिसतनान्तरे अपि सर्वसचोर हृदयान्न हि मोक्षायामि
कारागृहे वास सदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशा दृढबन्धननिश्चलः सान् त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरे अपि सर्वस्वचौरा हृदयान्न हि मोचयामि।
Hare Krishna.
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरं गोपान् गणानां सदुकलचौरम् अनेकजन्मर्जितपापचौरं चौरग्रागण्यं पुरुषं नमामि
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकूलचौरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Rajya Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
RadhaSevika Mataji, let Rajya Lakshmi Mataji read the translation, Mataji.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who is famous in Vraja as the butter thief and who steals the gopis' clothes, and who, for those who take shelter of him, steals the sins which have accrued over many lifetimes. I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark luster of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings of those who take shelter of his feet. He turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering homeless beggar, alas. Such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard of on all the three worlds. Mere utterance of his name purges one of a mountain of sins, such as astonishingly wonderful thief. I have never seen or heard about him anywhere. O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with the rope of my devotion. You cut the terrible noose of Yamaraja. You sever the dreadful noose of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage, but you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. O stealer of my everything, O thief, today I have imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to the terrible darkness of my ignorance, and therefore for a very long time you will remain receiving appropriate punishment for your crimes of thievery. O Krishna, thief of my everything, the nose of my devotion remaining forever tight, you will continue to reside in the prison house of my heart forever, because I will not release you for millions of aeons. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful, Mataji. So now, a question to you, Mataji. Uh, whom do you worship, Mataji? You like Krishna, you want some other god.
Yeah, Krishna Prabhuji, yeah.
So Krishna is going to steal everything from you.
But he's going to give the best lifetime, many who cannot steal like his devotion. So,
Are you sure, Mataji?
sure, Prabhuji.
If Krishna asks you everything, would you be ready to give?
Definitely, Prabhuji, yeah.
Krishna demands he will steal everything.
Let him steal everything, Prabhuji. He's giving the best thing, whatever it is needed.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
We got Lalita Mataji as well. Hare Krishna, Lalita Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what do you think, Mataji, about Krishna?
Yeah, let him. Yeah, I'm also happy to give everything to Krishna, Prabhuji. So only thing, yeah. So that is a very fortunate, right? If he comes and asks what else we want, so giving his blessings more than enough for us for the entire lifetime. So we no need again life, right? So I'm so happy to give it my thing, everything to him.
You want to ask from Krishna or you want to give to Krishna?
I want to give it everything to him only. I don't want anything.
You want some
He has given so much to
good
lead
job,
life.
good
Yeah.
job, nice house, and
Yeah, my good
family,
kids, good
everything.
family, everything has given. So what else we want? So we have to surrender back to him, right? So whatever he has given, we have to return it back to him.
Very nice. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Okay, RadhaSevika Mataji, over to you.
I think Krishna just takes anyway. Would I be willing to give everything to Krishna? It's all his. It was never mine in the first place. That's how I see it. Anything he's given us is just it's all his mercy. Whether we've prayed for it, like the questions were, like whether we've prayed for something material, whether we've prayed for something spiritual, the family we're born into, the circumstances we find ourselves into, whichever way we look at it, it all goes, and it goes back to that verse that we just read. It all goes back to him. He's giving us everything anyway. What is ours? It's all his anyway. It's all his. Everything belongs to him. So whether we say, okay, it's my house, it's my children, it's my job, it's my wealth, it actually, essentially, it's all belonging. The Isha Vyasha principle, everything belongs to God, including us. We all belong to Him. It's just we forget this, and therefore our consciousness turns material, and therefore we think we have to keep asking for. Even if we didn't ask for, did we ask for half the things that we have? Do we ask for the air that we breathe? Do we ask for all the things that have been given to us without even us asking? They were already given. They were already given to us, because He is. And the thing about Krishna is that He wants to see how much we love Him. Even if He leaves the gopis and the gopas and the Vrajvasis in Vrindavan, it's only to elevate them and to increase their love for Him. No other god or no other demigod, or however we say, we can go to them and ask for so many different things. But with Krishna, He's the only person that allows us to love Him. Now, you just think in this world, even if you have the most amazing son or the most amazing daughter or the most amazing husband or parent or what have you, eventually that love will be less than what Krishna can give you. Krishna is the only person we can fully love. He's the only person that accepts all our offerings, all our love, all our devotion. We can change his clothes, we can feed him, we can love him, we can we have a relationship with him, like fully. Like he doesn't compromise on that. Like there is a place for each and every single one of us. And that, if a person that has love has everything, and Krishna is giving us that love, like all the little love we see in this world, we can't imagine. Like Dhruv Maharaj says, he wanted a kingdom bigger than his father's, but when he sees the Lord, he's like, what was I asking for? Bilva Mangal Thakur, I think, if I'm right, he's the story of it's the story of the prostitute, where he literally pulled he was just focusing on the wrong thing. But when we see Krishna, everything falls into place, everything is perfect. And actually, He's giving us anyway. He's not going to take, He doesn't need our food, He doesn't need any of these things. He's the one who's giving us. It doesn't actually belong to us, He's giving it to us. Even when we're born in this material world, we're given, the 5 elements, the material body comes together. But essentially, it's the soul, and He's the seed-giving father of everything. Until His glance is, upon the Prakriti, we don't even exist. So He's giving us this body, He's giving us all this sense enjoyment, He's giving us everything. He's making. So however many things we're asking for Him, it's nothing for Him, but He's waiting for us to ask Him for His love. And would I give everything up? I think there's been times when I've like literally thought, okay, whatever's gonna, but what happens in the end, He gives it. He makes everything amazingly brilliant, and He gives us Himself. And if we have Krishna, then we have everything. And if we don't have Krishna, we don't have anything. We can have everything, but not having Krishna, we have nothing. So I think, yeah, would I give everything up for Krishna? I don't think I can, like, maybe do gruesome things. Like we hear sometimes stories like where Lord Vishnu, like, gave his, I don't know, limb or something to like Lord Shiva or something. I don't know if I could go that far, but apart from that, everything, I think I'm of that opinion. Nothing really belongs to me. It all belongs to Him. Yeah. Including my, intelligence or anything we have, everything is coming from Him. Nothing is without Him. If we have some wealth, it's Him. It's His. We have to see everything in connection to Him. And I think it's easy if nothing belongs to us and everything belongs to Krishna, then giving up something, it's, you know, there's no question of giving up because it doesn't belong to us in the first place. Even the body will leave us, everything, it all goes. So the only intelligent thing to do is to surrender to Krishna, and all those other things that we think we want is not what we want. It's Krishna that we want, because with Krishna we have everything. Like all those things manifest because we have Krishna. Otherwise, if you think about some people, they don't have half of these great things that we were like given from a, you know, all the like from eternity. Some people have had it taken away, and we can see that in real life. Like some people have so much taken away from them. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji. Okay, very beautifully explained. Okay. Any other questions, dear devotees? Yeah, looking past now. Several purpose.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Please explain the obeisance. All worship Shri Prabhu.
You wanted to add anything, Prabhuji?
I think so much has been shared. Any particular point you meant? Or...
So do you want something from so like Mataji? So the Mataji is explaining about Krishna has given so many things to us already. So do we still want anything from Krishna, or we wanted to give it to Krishna something?
Yes, I think, and please correct me because you're all very advanced. I think this is from a realization point of view that Krishna consciousness, I think is the fundamental understanding is of detachment. That when we step into this process, knowingly or unknowingly, when we come into contact with devotee or receive a book, and from wherever that mercy comes, whatever way, the fundamental process embedded in this consciousness is that of detachment. So automatically, with understanding or without understanding, we are starting to give things away. But I appreciate your question also, that there may come a situation where, yes, what if Krishna asked? But I think every devotee probably will give away to kind of directly answer that question. Whether I would, yes, I would. But I so much appreciate also the reflection of RadhaSevika Mataji about that actually nothing belongs to us. So and that is another way of realizing it. The same thing, it seems to me. Yeah. So I think this is a process of detachment, and that's why when we every time have the mention of I think demigods and demigod worshippers, on how devotees who worship demigods ask for things or material gains or material benefits, it's very true. So it's very real, and it is what happens. Literally, we can stand in front of the deity, join our hands and say, please save me from this, please give me this, please do this for me, please can you help me with this. So it is very, very real. It is not just a book thing. So and a lot of devotees, I think, who do that, it's not that they maybe don't, everyone doesn't understand what it means to approach Krishna. Some people do, some maybe very educated people, even who are demigod worshippers, not necessarily in Krishna consciousness, they may understand what it means to approach Krishna. And some people will stay away from Krishna consciousness because of that, because they don't want to detach. They don't want to give away. They want to acquire. And that's their karma, that has brought them to that point in this lifetime, unless something changes down the line. Um, and they are set into the path of Krishna consciousness from there. So, yeah, I think um, Krishna consciousness will take away things anyway. Good way, bad way, you like it way, you don't like it way, it will take away over time. How much in this one lifetime will also depend on each devotee's surrender or uh, devotion, the dedication to the process, everything. So that's just what I think. And I think there was another earlier question about what to do when we feel sort of we are completely attracted or getting attracted or um, we're taken away from spiritual path, getting attracted more into material things. How do we overcome that? I think the answer is very much there in what you are all doing every day, morning at 5:30, and probably also at 6:30 in the evening, I suppose, these days. So, I'm not the best person then to say, but I think in this yoga, that is the only remedy that's coming from our acharyas in the books. Uh, that is the only thing that will save. Whether whoever's how good at it or not, how they feel about it or not, how much they do it or not, but ultimately, that is the only answer every time, every moment actually. When you are taken away by material things, deflected from your spiritual activities, that is the holy name is the only thing that is going to ultimately save. Yeah, I know I don't come at 5:30 in the morning, but that's the truth given by our acharyas. So that is the truth ultimately. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Is it possible, Prabhuji, generally?
Hare Krishna.
Is it possible at 5:30 to come?
For me,
But for anyone, is it
yeah,
possible?
it is possible to come. Why not? It's possible to come.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Sometimes their health doesn't cope well, but they get used to it. I do not cope very well
Yeah,
in
sure.
the morning. That is one of my things. But
Some devotees, they face some challenges. So I'm talking about other devotees. So it will come with.
no, absolutely. I think I know exactly when this started, our Japa sessions. I know exactly how it happened. And this is the very essence of this process. Ultimately, this is what will protect from getting into material things. How you attain the realization from it, how we have to listen to very elevated saints. That is also very important. We have to really listen to devotees or saints who have perfected their lives. We have to listen to devotees, senior devotees, everyone around us, but we have to try and see every time we can listen to devotees who elevated saints who have actually perfected their life, who are their mercy comes constantly through their realizations, constantly comes through their realizations. Uh, Almost the shlokas, everything that we have in our scriptures have transformed into realization in volumes. Like we have volumes of scripture, they have volumes of realizations, and and it's all based on scriptures. So we have to listen, and those who are uh, you know initiated, that then they are they are very blessed, so we should I think if someone's initiated, they should try and keep as much proximity with their Guru Maharaj in whatever way they can, either by following our instruction or keeping in contact or doing a direct service for them, or doing a service directly, even being distant halfway across the world, that is also possible. So whatever way, that contact, I think, is very valuable when Guru Maharaj is there. It's like when we have parents, we stay away from them. When they leave us, then we think, oh, I didn't do this for my parents, I didn't. But actually, the best thing is if you can be there in every possible way and do what you need to do for your family. Similarly, associate with and be in contact with gurus and listen to elevated saints who have perfected these things, and they are around us. We all know that. So, yeah. Sorry, I've taken up time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. It is so beautiful reflections and it is all valid points. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Okay. Shall Gayatri,
really
sorry. Shall ask Gayatri Mataji any questions?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. RadhaSevika Mataji, I really appreciate how beautifully you just chose this topic on the spot, and you have made such beautiful justice to that. And I was like wonderstruck how beautifully you have explained. It's all Krishna's mercy at the end of the day, we know that, but still I have to say you have so much knowledge, Mataji, and we are so grateful to have you in this group and listen from you. I'm so happy that how you suddenly came up with this verse and then how you explained it so beautifully. And yes, Prabhuji, coming to the topic of what Rajalakshmi Mataji was asking is, it's always, everybody goes through this thing that how can you do a job and not expect any results from that. And as what I have experienced in my life, slowly it will come. It is not a speed process, but it will come slowly, and we will understand that okay, everything is Krishna's mercy. Whatever comes to us is Krishna's mercy, and taking it. And also, if we lose something, also it is also Krishna's mercy. So we don't have to worry too much. And we know that we always say dukkhalayam ashashvatam, nothing is permanent, and it is full of miseries. And one is full of miseries, and the second one is saying that dukkhalayam and ashashvatam, we must be happy that it is not permanent, luckily. So we don't have to worry too much. Leave it to Krishna. He will take care of everything. So that's all I wanted to say, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. And thank you, Swarup Prabhuji, for letting me follow your Kirtan. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for your support. Thank you.
Okay. Pawan Prabhuji, can you ask any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, thank you so much, RadhaSevika Mataji, and very good explanation, nice examples which we can connect to the real world. And there is one question from my side, maybe for Prabhuji. Like we're practicing, like personally, like detachment, and then in my now is the age for me to get married. So I was like, if I get into that side, I don't know whether I can practice more detachment because I'm getting into attachment, right? So how can I, do I have to worry that I'm not getting married yet, or else do I have to worry that I'm getting into an attachment, And everyone here, our experience, maybe I don't know, I don't know how to react. make a decision in this
So here,
moment of my life.
in this question, Prabhuji, so our acharyas and gurus, spiritual masters, they say that don't get married. Spiritual master says, don't get married because it will put you into entanglement. It will put another 50 years of your life into that one. You have to live for 25 years grahastha. After that, again, when a person gradually you need to come out. But unless we are completely controlling our senses, if we are able to control our senses, then we can discern. If we are not able to control our senses, then taking the permission from the spiritual master, enter into the grahastha. Otherwise, the senses they're just like a poisonous snakes. They will bite at any moment. So, taking the permission from the spiritual master and accept a suitable, yatha selam, yatha ruchihi, the suitable qualities which are suitable to right through, you can accept. And then enter into the grahastha with responsibility, not the different purpose. Only for the Krishna's sake to give birth to the Krishna's children. For that sake, to expand the progeny. For that sake, we enter into that is the purpose, not any other purpose. When the purpose is good, then Prabhupada says you can give birth to as many children or so many things like that. There are no restrictions on it. But you must be in the Krishna consciousness. Follow regulative principles. Chant 16 rounds before your marriage. You get ready. Not that I will do it later on. That means you will also get ye tamam prapadjanti tam sateve bhajamyaham. The way you just approach, the similar things will come to us. That is, but when we are following regulative principles, 16 rounds and keeping in the devotees association, our purpose and everything is clear that I am going to be in Krishna consciousness. It is already set. Like Kadam Vidyapati, before he gets married, and he says the condition. So as soon as my effulgence or my wife is going to beget children, after that I leave home, which is prescribed by all authorities, and also the Supreme Lord also has said that surrender oneself unto the Lord. Okay, after that, when the children are grown up, taking care of the family, I will be able. On that condition, he put in front of the swine woman, and then he accepts the wife. So this is one of the Vedic injunctions that we follow, but knowingly or unknowingly, we might have entered, did so many other things before, but at least our purpose must be very clear. I wanted to, Krishna is fixed. I will follow the rules and regulations. That should be fixed. Chanting 16 hours, that should be fixed. Then whatever you do, then it will come into the proper way. Correct.
Correct.
Krishna
Thank you
is
so
the
much,
center of
Prabhuji. It makes sense. Thank you, Prabhuji, for clearly, clarifying that. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
if we keep Krishna in the center of everything, and you also see that your partner is part and parcel of Krishna also, and there's so many amazing grahastas. Like I know Saurav Prabhu, and I know Amol Prabhu as well, and I know that they maintain their grahasta life within a Krishna conscious way. And it's an amazing opportunity to bring someone into your life and serve Krishna together, and also have Krishna conscious children, and keep Krishna in the center. If you keep Krishna in the center, then it all kind of somehow works out. Whichever situation you're in, if you keep Krishna in the center, it works out. Otherwise, obviously, we know all the,
Sure, Mataji. Yeah, it clearly makes sense. I'm also hoping for to get Krishna conscious wife, so that we can do bhakti together. That's my dream. But we'll see what Krishna has to bring for us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Pray for it, because that if you're like, no, I don't know, I'm not a male, so I don't know, but what Prabhu said, absolutely, like as long as but if you, like if that's something that's come into your mind, then it's something that, like Srila Prabhupada, in Shastra, it's also written that in this day and age, there's very few sannyasis. So even people that, challenges are there in people's minds all the time. But it's just that we include Krishna. The thing is, we forget him so often. This is the problem, I think. Even like when you hear about people having arguments, and it's because they've forgotten Krishna consciousness. Keep Krishna in the center, then it's all okay.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, makes sense. Always, focus point should be on Krishna, and make sure, we never deviate from the Krishna consciousness, and our cause will be for good, so everything good happens later.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Can I say something, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Pavan Prabhuji, first of all, congratulations that you are getting married. And
Oh,
second of all,
not yet. I haven't found wife. I mean, I haven't
oh,
found any match yet.
okay, Prabhuji, whatever it is.
Mataji, your wishes, I am praying your wishes should come true, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I wanted to say, when you get married, Varnashrama, according to Varnashrama Dharma, when you are marrying and you are actually making her also Krishna conscious, and also your kids will be Krishna conscious. So I think we need more Krishna conscious people on earth. So it's a good thing, Prabhuji, in positive way when we think so. I think everything will be fine. Hare Krishna. That's all I wanted to say, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mataji. Yeah.
All the best, Pawan Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Still, the search is on, Mom, and everyone is trying, even Rahalakshmi Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, very nicely reflecting. Okay, RadhaSevika Mataji, we are nearly 40 past. Happy we shall move to the next Mataji. Yes, okay. Is that okay, RadhaSevika Mataji?
Hare Krishna.
Is that okay to move to the next place if it is okay?
Can't hear, Prabhu. I can't hear.
Can't hear you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, is that okay if we can move to nursing place, Mataji?
Nishigata Press, is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I request you, RadhaSevika Mataji lead, and RadhaLakshmi Mataji, Pawan Prabhuji, and we all follow behind you. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Everyone, we follow behind RadhaSevika Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, when you're ready, Mataji.
Are you saying for me, Prabhuji, or Radhika? Radha's?
Mataji will lead, everyone follow.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu, can I just ask, because I just need to double clarify. Am I leading?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlad Lad
Radha
हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः
Hiranyakashipurakshasha
शीलातङ्कानकालाय
Shilatanganakalaye
तो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो
Ito
Ito
Narasimho
Narasimha
Bharato
Bharato
Narasimho
Narasimha
यतु यतु यामि ततु नरसिंहो
Yami Tato Narasimho
नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
Bahir Narasimho Hrudaye
Hridaye
Narasimho
Narasimho
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे
Narasimha Sharanam
Sharanam
Papade
तव कर कमलवरे नाका अद्भुत शृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Tavakara
Tavakara
Kamala
Kamala
Vare
Nakham
Adbhuta
Adbhuta
Shringa Dalita
Shringa
Hiranyakashipu
Hiranyakasipu
Tanubringa
Bringam
Keshavadrita
Keshavadrita
Narahari
Harirupa
Jaya
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jaya
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare Jagadisha Hare
Hare
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Kesavadrita
Keshavadrita
Narahari
Naraharirupa
Rupa Jaya
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jaya
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
Jaya
Jaya
Jagadisha
Jagadisha
Hare
Hare
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
Narasimha
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
Jaya
Narasimha
Narasimhadev
Jaya
Narasimhadev
Narasimha
Jaya
Jaya
Narasimhadev Jaya
Narasimha
Narasimhadev
जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद
Jaya
Jaya
Bhakta
Bhakta
Prahalad Jaya
Jaya
Bhakta
Bhakta
Prahalad Jaya
Jaya
Bhakta
Bhakta
Prahalad
Jaya
Jaya Bhakta
Bhakta
Prahalad
जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
Jaya
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 Prabhupada,
Jaya
Prabhupada,
Jaya
Prabhupada,
Jaya
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 Prabhupada.
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai
Nitai
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol. Nitai
Nitai
Gaura
Gaura
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki,
Jai
Prabhupada ki,
Jai
Jai.
श्रीमते भगवान की जय
Jai.
Krishna Maharaj
Jai.
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 Let's do a big 3 Haribols to RadhaSevika Mataji for amazing class today.
Hari
Hari Bol
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Bol. Antakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki.
Jai.
Jai
Jai.
Thank you so much, to RadhaSevika Mataji, for kindly accepting this service to speak on Krishna Katha.
Missed it. I keep falling asleep on Mondays because I'm so tired after work.
Yeah, that's fine, Mataji. Thank
Thanks.
you so much for the
I can't hear you, but I'm still on the but I'll catch up with you soon.
Good, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
No,
Krishna, Mataji.
I miss Mondays so much. I think hopefully I'll be able to join from next because I've got Christmas holidays. So
Sure,
it's
Mataji.
just really difficult. And I
Yes,
miss it so much. And in the mornings I try to join the chanting as I'm going into work, but the timings, I leave so early and I finish so late.
sure, Mataji. But we will see you at least in 5 days. Okay, we shall conclude for tonight and see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at morning 5:30 a.m. Dear devotees, please kindly come to Japa session 5:30 a.m. without me.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
conscious night
Krishna, everyone.
Hare
everyone
Have
Krishna,
a
Hare
wonderful
Krishna.
Krishna
devotee
consciousness night.
Hare, a wonderful
Hare